I'm excited because we got one of the most advanced screens coming in. Man, I still can't believe we actually got one because it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've tested against their products. And they make some of the best technology I've seen. Now, I'm not saying this at the end of the day because I don't want people to think, oh, you're trying to get, no, I'm not trying to at all, period. I have no interest in working with them at all, period. But I do respect their technology and I consider it to be one of the best. It is an honor, I'll tell you from the door. We did have some things that went wrong in 2016 that I wasn't happy about how it was treated, but bygones be bygones. Time to move on with other things. And what I mean by, when I first started developing that technology, and how things went down, I started engineering all screens at that particular time to be able to wipe the technology clean. This is different. This is a respect about one person's technology versus another technology to see which screen basically performs. And man, I tell you, I haven't had butterflies in my stomach in a long time over doing a comparison demonstration for another screen. This is going to be quite an honor. So the screen we have coming in is Black Diamond technology. And I'm really excited about it, very excited about it. I haven't been this giddy in a long time, So it is going to be quite interesting. So the screen paint we will be choosing, which is our newer technology, which is an Alpha CINEMAX, which will be the side-by-side test. I do want to test the TV technology. I would like this. I'm curious to see how that would react to also. So I have that here also. Also too, I think I do have an Elite screen. I'm pretty sure I have their Darkstar 9 and a storage unit, which I have to go check on that. As for the other screens, I couldn't obtain them. It was like there's too much of a rat race just trying to get my hands on one of their samples, so I just gave up on it. But as long as we got the diamond, because the diamond is the screen I consider to be the best of all gunmetal screens. Not going to say versus our gunmetal, that would be interesting. I really would like to see that. But right now, under Black technology, I would love to see the side-by-side comparison. And I'm really excited about this. Oh, I can't wait to see this. I'm just curious. And just to see their advancement in their technology, mind you, way back in 2016, that's when we did some demonstrations against their products. And their technology was so good, as I said before, it basically made me change how I looked at projection screen technology from then on in, after seeing what that technology was designed to do. I was definitely at the time we were going in the right direction, but change was coming rapidly. And I'm so glad I did go down and get that sample sheet to look at and see how advanced their technology was and what the future was coming up. Because now if you notice, when Diamond came in, there were no other gunmetal screens. It was just them. And then all these other screens started popping up with gunmetal technology. Just like LG had the first OLED technology, and now every screen and everything has OLED attached to it. So this is going to be interesting. Now, if you're looking at the price range on the technology we have there, and you're going, gee whiz, that's insane. Well, consider the fact what that technology will have to go through in order to earn that price. No screen right now can even pass any of the demonstrations that we put our products through. Our screens have to go through serious testing through very serious certified screens. And one of the best is Diamond out of all of them. So I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I'm not going to say anything on camera. We don't know what the reaction. It could take my screen apart easily. I don't know. I don't know what the outcome is, but I'm excited. And I've never been this excited over this kind of a side by side. All I know is we are going against one of the best gunmetal screens on the market. Now, other people may say, oh, well, no, we've tested y'all stuff. We've had your stuff here. That is one of the best screens I've ever seen. So that's why it's such an honor to be able to go side by side with such advanced technology. This is what I talk about by individuals who cancel orders. You're not made for the field. You're just not made for it. The opportunity to go against an advanced technology is basically amazing at the end of the day. Win or lose, you still take something back from it, but you don't back down from it. And this is why we have all these canceled orders from all these people who talk all this nonsense about how well their amazing product is, but when it comes against us, they cancel out. Man, you become cowards in the battle. That's what you become. Cowards. Wondering what could have happened. Hey, so if we take your screen apart, all right, at least you could take something back from it. Say we go against an advanced technology and it takes my screen apart. You think I'm going to back down? No, I'm not going to back down. I'm going to go into the battle. I want to see exactly what happens. And then in the process, we learn stuff in the process by basically saying, wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they could do that. And that's pretty interesting. And looking at ourselves like, oh, that's pretty, you guys do. There you go. Sharing information, technology. That's what it's about. Instead of getting scared and backing down, and just don't make accusations. You can't back up. That's what it comes down to. Do not make accusations. Everything we put on our technology, we can back it 100%. This is why I don't fear going against more superior technology, because we know what we're designed to do. So we're going to do, like I said, simple side by side. We're going to use I'm using a Sony VPO F830. I'm not even going to bother with 4K. It's not required for our technology to have it, so we don't need it. We don't need a high-end projector. High-end projector just adds too much to the screen. You don't know at one point if it's coming from the projector, if it's coming from the screen. Now we like to use the low-end models. A projecting screen, if it's advanced, should be able to operate on a low-end projector with no problem whatsoever, and it should look immaculate. So let me see something here. I am looking for, come back here for a minute. So keep in mind, like I said, for anyone to sit there and say, and we get that in the day, why is your product called? Well, do me a favor, complete our test demonstrations, all of them. And then you get back with me and you let me know about your product at the end of the day. And if you want to go on, like I said, I respect the higher technologies, I do. But if these products, these watered down fake products at the end of the day, if you basically want to go down the line of making statements that our product's not worth it, then we'll just buy your stuff and just watch you put my money back into my account. That's what you'll do. That's pretty much what happens anyway. All the other ones, they just stay in their place. We don't have anybody from eBay challenging us, none of that. They stay in their place and know exactly who we are. We only have a few individuals who try to step over that line, and what happens, we get a pile of receipts of our money being transferred back to our account because they can't back their products up. And it's a waste of my time. I still have to sit here and waste time on buying this product and bringing it down here and just basically doing what our product is designed to do. Other than that, with the screen innovation, that's the only thing I see that's worth our time. Honestly, truthfully, unless I haven't seen that Stewart. Stewart has this insane black, not black, but it's a very good gunmetal. I'm curious. I'm not going to put company against company because we're not into that. We're not interested in that. I don't care. Let them do that on their own. I just want to see a comparison against our technology versus the higher grade certified. Let me see. That's the price of what the product's going to be. For what that technology is designed to do, it's worth way more than that, a lot more than that. So that's the reasonable price that I consider it to be. And for those people sit there and say, well, no one will buy it. We don't need you at the end of the day. I have a distributor ready to lock and load and take my technology to the next level. I also too have customers that support us 100%. They know good technology when they see it. They don't want junk. So again, they know good technology when they see it. The only people who say that are people that support that junk at the end of the day. That support junk paint. That's the only thing. That's what they support. You know, if you're going to complain about our prices, and how in the world would you go near a certified screen, because they cost way more than our technology at the end of the day. So you definitely can't afford that if you're going to complain about our prices at the end of the day. If you want a good product at the end of the day, sometimes you got to spend a little money. And that little bit of money right there is not a lot, consider the fact of what we can get out of that technology if I allow a major manufacturer control my company. So I think it's a very fair price. But I don't care about that right now. I'm more interested in seeing what they got new, because we have 2016, that's a long time. And I know this stuff has advanced. I know this stuff has advanced. Huh, interesting. That's kind of cool. So what I like about this, I don't like, I said, I don't like how they did their business, but I do like the fact that his excitement, his adrenaline rush over his product, he does have a passion for what he does. And that means that's a very good screen at the end of the day. We got the top, we got the best of the best, the darkest of the darkest that they have to offer. Now I'm curious just to see simple side-by-side, white level demonstrations, color level demonstrations, and most importantly, contrast demonstrations. This would also be interested on the FLE. Now, I know we have an individual out there who claims to have FLE technology. I'm sad to say he doesn't. FLE technology absorbs sunlight, if you saw the many demonstrations of that stuff, and it can't be front projection. That's virtually impossible. It doesn't work that way. We've already tested that. It doesn't work on front projection. It has to be both. So that's why the screens that are being designed for that technology, they can't be rolled in or anything. There's a special kind of coating that's going in. It has to be both front and rear. It has to generate light. That's the reason behind it. But we're used to people copycatting our stuff anyway. In the right tackle. So I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm excited. Monday, hopefully we have it here. We'll get a chance to check it out and do a demonstration against the product. And yeah, it's going to be an honor because, like I said, that is the technology that allowed us to develop the company under the 4K, the digital 4K crystal onyx. All right, so we got started in black technology. Let me see something here for a minute. Can I go here? Let me get this right here. So what I want to do is when we get the other products here, not those, not the good stuff. I'm talking about these joke paints. We'll put you under the exact same testing our product has to go through. That's what you have to go through. When you name your stuff FLE, well, I'll take you with the screen that's designed to absorb sunlight. We'll take you outside at about 9 o'clock in the morning, put a projector behind you and just see what happens, see if you'll generate. Like I said, you'll have to go through all the testing we have to go through our screens. This is basically just to prove at the end of the day that their products don't do anything and they're not properly tested. They won't pass any of the tests. The contrast test they have to pass, a white level test, color level test. And we are going to bring in some other certified screens. I wouldn't dare put a diamond against y'all. It's a joke. Why would I take advanced technology like diamond technology and put you, it would wipe your stuff clean. It really would. It's a waste of their time. It's a waste of my time. I wouldn't even insult their screen with laying your product against it. I'm dead serious. They don't. It's the reason why, if you notice, they don't do any tests on certifieds. They never do any tests. How many tests have you seen them come in and just do a whole screen full of? They don't do that at the end of the day because they'll have problems. Keep in mind, those are ambient light rejection screens, and gray paints aren't ambient light rejection technology. It washes out. That's why most of the demonstrations you see are in controlled environments. They have to stick the screen in their environment. That's one of the things I had with, not a problem, but I didn't like about a particular screen, a company that contacted us. And when I watched their demonstrations to see what kind of environment they stuck their screens in, they were all in ambient light controlled environment. And I was like, that's not us. You'll be downgrading my product if you stick me in there. I need to be in a fully lit environment. That's what our technology is designed to do. Or take us outside, something. But they can't do that because their screens are not designed to thrive in that kind of environment. So we got to come down to their level. Even if we come down to their level, we still would be to dominate, but still, I would like to be in a fully lit environment. We specialize in ambient light projection. It's an insult to my screen. It's we're in an ambient light controlled environment. No. We don't do control. Fully lit environment, please. See how well lit those rooms are? That's the environment we thrive in. There's a gunmetal technology sitting in those environments. See all that light splashed around that screen? That's the environment we're used to being in. No controlled. So it wouldn't have worked at all, period, because we're not designed for those environments. I engineered that technology to be able to thrive in well-lit environments, even outside if chosen, even in snowstorms. I like the snowstorm. I miss doing those. Ooh, wait a minute. I will be to do a snowstorm this year because we got a backyard back there. Oh man, I like doing those because there's a lot of light making contact with the screen. That's the environment I'm used to being in. Outside, 150-inch screen, projector sitting back 18 feet at 720p in a fully lit environment. This is what we talk about by ambient light rejection technology. See how the screen looks? See how the colors don't wash out? They're nice, they're beautiful, they're vivid. Yeah, that's what I'm used to. That's why I said for them to have us in that environment, that dark, I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not used to that. You have to put us in some fully lit environments. That's what you got to do. We can't be in that. That's not going to work for us. That is the 2.0 right there. See the environment it sits in at ultra short throw. Customer demonstrations, all in these fully lit environments. This is what we're used to. So if you can't stick us in an environment because your screen won't thrive, then there's no way in the world your screen will compete with our technology. Diamond, on the other hand, is quite impressive with ambient light rejection technology. That's why out of all the screens, if anyone ever asked me, I had people, customers ask me that, they'll say, what screen would you consider to be the best out of any gunmetal? And that would be diamond technology. It is one of the best things I've ever seen. It was so good that, let me talking about a person at the end of the day that was 100% convinced that gray screen paint was the future. 100%. No one could tell me anything. I've been to forum sites. I've had arguments with Mississippi Man from AVS Forums. You know this guy at the end of the day. I pretty much battled with everybody, and gray screens was the future. Not on that day, it wasn't. When I took that sample sheet out of the package, I'm thinking, how good could this be? Man, that thing was there to produce its white levels. That's one thing I was like, it can't produce white levels. It's too dark. No, it produces white levels perfectly. It produced color, everything. I saw things in there that I didn't even know my projector had capabilities of doing. And this, you know, it's fun, interesting when you think you have a really good projector until you hit it with a superior screen. You go, whoa, this projector can do this. Yeah, there you go. Like that projector right there. That's an Optima GT 5500 at 140 inches outside. We beat their promo demonstration. They didn't even know what that projector was designed to do. You know, most of the venues that I'm sitting around here are old venues projectors. Those projectors are being used to being displayed on white screens. They never knew the full capacity of the technology they had. They just kept designing new stuff, thinking they needed to enhance when they never needed to enhance. The screen had to enhance. Projector is already caught up. The screens are behind. So they keep going out and they keep spending the money for more and more expensive projectors, more and more high-tech, darker contrast, better colors, brighter lumens, higher resolution, just so you can pick up on a screen that's only going to probably see maybe less than 100, way less than 100. You're probably going to pick up 60% of what your projector can do. So we beat their promo demonstration. We took the screen outside. That projector is only designed to do 100 inches. Anything over 100 inches, as they said, will cause the screen to deteriorate. Not on our stuff, it won't. Sunny day, chasing the clouds away. Do. My projector sitting in the next room behind glass. It's projecting right through 2 sheets of glass, which is the window, and hitting the projection screen that's sitting on the porch, where I'm actually watching some Netflix. This is what I mean by ambient light rejection technology. I prefer to do demonstrations outside due to the fact that there's nothing to protect the screen. So here's my projector inside. Old Epson projector. $150 for my old Epson projector. I think that's, was it a 1080p? I think it was 720p. I forgot what it was. Let me see. There we go. Question people ask me, can you roll the screen out? Yeah, you can. I'm rolling the screen right now. Do it all the time in demonstrations. Anytime we get a customer who contacts us about painting a motorized projection screen, we send them this video right here. Because the first thing they'll say is, well, I'm going to be in a very well-lit environment, and we got it outside. This basically blows their mind. Because then, you know, they're thinking at the end of the day, I can't get the screen to work in my environment because it's all this light. And then we show them a demonstration with a projector pulled all the way back, and we're sitting here with the screen outside. And as you can see, no washout, no distortion, nothing at all, period. Screen cost me $68 on eBay, and the projector cost me around about $150 or so. That's it. That technology does all the work. $12 in the afternoon, by the way. Let me see. A lot of work. I don't know how much cables I had to run to do this stuff, man. Getting eaten alive by mosquitoes outside. Oh, my goodness. Everything for the customers. Getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So right here, that shows you literally how much of your projector you lose on a white screen outside. We did that for a company that was doing some outside display. They had all white screens, and we're like, nope, not going to work. This is exactly all you're going to be to pick up. That's it. That's why by next year, when we start basically marketing our products for outside, with the outside technology we're working on, there's demonstrations we're going to be displaying. This is literally how much you lose in your image. What about when it gets dark at night? You know, let me show you what happens when it gets dark at night. There you go. That's how much image you lose from your projector, even if it's nighttime. It's not going to help you. Because I get that all the time. Well, it's going to be nighttime outside, and you know, I'm not going to really see a difference. Oh, you have no idea how much picture you're losing. Look at that. This is the stuff I'm going to have on display. On the garage has a huge side wall, so we're going to do a splatter screen. These are the screens we're going to be doing the most, are these splatter screens. So this demonstration right here will allow me to dominate any white screen outside, because black technology would be more superior. So even if you're outside in the dark, just so you know, it doesn't make a difference, your screen doesn't work. Your white screen is completely useless. I don't care how much money you spend on a projector, how many lumens you pump into it, it's useless. It doesn't work at all, period. See that white level? Whoops, get out of here. See that skin tone white level right there? See how it's so bright it washes out the color tone of the skin? Skin has tone to it. See how it completely washes it out? So if you have a white screen outside, you're getting nothing out of it, not a thing, nothing. It doesn't work. Outside demonstrations, this extreme ambient light challenge. Actually, it's a challenge is unmatched. No one's ever matched it yet. Still sitting there. No one's matched it.
We're outside with
1100 lumens projector outside.
Around 10 feet back from the screen. This is 1100 lumens.
At around 7 o'clock. This is why when I get people pointing at curtains and doors, why do you do this? Do you know we've done demonstrations beyond that? That's why I don't try to be rude when I tell you, when I see people pointing at little windows and open cracked doors and go, oh, look, light's coming in. That's no light. You're still sitting in the dark compared to us, how we do things. You're still sitting in the dark. You see that demonstration right there? how much light's making contact with that screen? My projector is 12 feet. I'm not on an ultra short throw. Ultra short throw is a cheap projector when you're doing especially a distance throw demonstration, especially when you're doing ambient light. Ambient light changes in the environment really, really fast when you have a projector sitting far away from the screen. Your image drops dramatically. So in order for you to show that you have a good product with good technology and ambient light rejection, this is one of the demonstrations you have to be able to pass. There's a challenge on this. It's been there since 2019. No one has passed it yet, and I challenge every company to do the exact same thing, and it still sits there unmatched. So this is the reason why when I see people opening up little cracks of doors and pointing to windows, we consider that to be a joke, to consider that what we do at the end of the day is stuff like this. Demonstrations you guys are showing on YouTube, it's not ambient light rejection technology. Now, keep in mind when we're doing demonstrations like this, we would get these complaints from them crying and whining saying, hey, they're changing settings on their camera. Well, guess what? I was on site quite a few times. As a matter of fact, as I said before, I walked through an entire office building with a $178 projector under my arm, and I basically produced everywhere. Everywhere. I even did a demonstration on an ultra short throw on gray and white screens and why they don't pull up in commercial environments. So yeah, we've been to multiple areas we set up. So I guess we got the ability to brainwash everybody, but no, technology does work. You know, it's interesting. Diamond, being the experts in the field, never tested our technology. Did you know that? They never, ever tested our technology. They could literally see through the video on the advancements of our technology. They never tested our stuff. Never, ever. They could see that from a video demonstration. Now, let me get this straight. Let me understand this right here. We got people who have no knowledge in home theater projection screens, and yet they want you to believe their opinion. And then we have a multi-million-dollar, and probably getting there closely, but on their technology, that pretty much are the experts in the field of projection screen technology, and they never even touched our technology, but yet they found it to have high potential. That's interesting. $11 years developing that technology. We're between 8 years developing black technology.
11,000 lumens. Outside, no awning, no protection at all. About 7 o'clock in the evening. This projector is 720p.
Yeah, this one's sticking in for about a week. All right. That's one of the challenges we haven't had. Wasn't met yet. There's a couple of them we have floating around of challenges we're requesting tests for. This is watching on a 180-inch screen a movie. That's Hansel and Gretel and their dogs. Paint on demonstration outside. Painted the screen outside. A gray screen and white screen. This is what a gray and white screen looks like outside. We painted the screen outside just to show you the impact of what the product does. That was an 8.
Okay, so we got our Supreme right here.
Doing some research and looking at something real quick.
I'm just going to do a little partial area that's clean up the whole thing.
I gotta find this other demonstration. We had this demonstration I did with a 2600 lumen Casio projector. We had it mounted to the side of a deck and had the screen laying down flat to the ground.
There you go.
I gotta find that one. No recording. Just gotta remember where we put it at. Put it at. Excuse me.
Some of it, only the whole thing.
This family. Oh. Hey Chief, what up?
That's the reason why. I don't know why they use gray screens. They actually use white screens.
Not a problem at all. I got you.
One of the problems you will have with them is the fact they can't pull the image up. Now, keep in mind, this is not an ambient controlled environment. As you can see, we're outside. There's nothing protecting the screen.
I'll have it taken care of.
That's
don't worry about it. I'll have it taken care of. No problem at all. Perfect, perfect. All right. All right. All right, perfect. Cool. Oh, there's people. Let me see. Let's see what we got going on here.
Like I said, light gray screen, white screen, this is the reason why screens like this are no good or a complete fail if you're going to be using these screens outside for your home theater projection. This is why Supreme 8s are the best when it comes to screen paint. And keep in mind, screen is just about dry.
Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting some offers after we do some tests on basically buying this out. Now, mind you, if I do a buyout, that means I can never ever develop any form of technology ever again. There's a document that they have you sign, basically agreeing that you will never ever design anything ever again. We're not signing that document. I got too much stuff, man. I want to design it in a day. I still got to see exactly the creation of the Sugar Plum Fairy. I want to see the demonstrations under the Leviathan. I got so much stuff I want to build. There's still so much stuff I want to design. So, nah, it's not going to happen. I don't care how much money. I like designing stuff. That's worth more than money at the end of the day. That was an 8. Mind you, the products that we have, the more slander that we get from other people, the more threatened they are of the product. That's how advanced an 8 was. We don't even make 8s anymore. 8s are outdated now. We have stuff more advanced than 8s now. But if you're seeing them doing constant demonstrations on a product, that's because they're terrified of it. That's why. That's how powerful an 8 was.
Is a screen has a better chance of being able to pull an image. Now, if I can come out here and just paint just a little bit of this on this screen, I have my projector pulled back probably about a good 8 feet back, and I can do this outside in a well-lit environment, beyond well-lit light, out in ambient light, and you can see the reaction of my screen drying right in front of you. That just shows you where our technology stands, where everybody else is standing.
Now think about it. All those demonstrations that were done by individuals saying our products were so dark you couldn't see them. We're outside painting a screen. Yep, that shows you. When you see a lot of demonstrations coming up on particular product, these are the products that they're most afraid of. This is one of my favorites. The Star Wars screen. Let me bring this down some because you're not going to see this down here.
This right here is our 100.
My neighbor came outside. He was like, because when he first, look at how bald the front was in the yard and everything. He had this big white screen when I first came in, and he was telling me that I had to get an outdoor projection screen. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. I didn't tell him what I did for a living. I was like, that's pretty cool. And I looked at everything. It was a nice setup he had over there. I'm not going to downgrade so much stuff at the end of the day. But they're a bit snobby in that neighborhood. So, you know, I didn't paint anymore. Then I set my 180 inch up there and the screen was all black. Made a statement that the screen, was on backwards. And I said, no, it's not backwards. It's right. He said, you're going to fire that up now? That's not going to show. I said, oh, I'm good. I fired that projector up. He came outside. He was like, oh. That's when I was showing the Star Wars. He's like, what the freak? Yeah, that's the new technology right there.
Business. I'm going to do a little gameplay real quick to show you how amazing this looks.
Now, when you set up a projection screen outside, two things you got to worry about. Well, you got to wait until late to fire it up. By then, people are full, they're tired, kids are cranky, and they're tired, they want to go to sleep. They're just going to go home. No one's going to sit there and watch a movie. Nobody. It just, they're not going to do it. It's just, they're tired. They want to go home. So you got to work the next day. They just want to go home. Or you can fire that up around 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and it'll generate no problem whatsoever. And if you're doing backyard events where you're making money off basically doing projection screen rentals, guess what? That technology does. It'll beat out your competition really fast, really quick. Let me see. This is one of my favorite games of all times. And they took it off the marketplace. I had to buy the physical disc. Let's find something really crazy impressive. You imagine your backyard at a 180-inch screen at around 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, and you're watching that.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration of Kenneth Burke from Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light projection technology game times 5, 7, and 8. I am going to start the demonstration for up step on the top deck.
It's a trap. Oh man, I remember that. My personal favorite. Outside in the snowstorm. This is a Black Widow 38 outside.
It's Crystal Edge Technology screens. We're doing this live, so basically we have a live version of this. It's just it's pre-recorded, just in case that we have any problems with the video stream. Right now, everything is actually playing quite well. I had to tape everything up, seal everything up.
Snowstorm.
Time. I'll tell you why, because I don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. We could have rain. I could lose all the snow. The weather's quite warm right now. It's not too cold, so it's not too bad for me out here. So right now, this is the opportunity to strike now. So I make sure I got all the
Heavy contrast levels.
really good. And I forgot that I may have to plug in a charger. Rather than this, so no, I can't be out here too long. But show a few things up real quick while we're out here. Let's go with the contrast.
Yeah, when I saw snow, I was like, oh crap, gotta get outside as fast as possible. Yeah, got outside as fast as possible to get that demonstration done. Massive 250-inch screen. This is one of the funnest screens I have ever built. It was one of the biggest screens I have ever built. And it was a super challenge. Man, I come in the house covered in mud, dirt, paint, freaking sawdust, trying to configure this thing to freaking work right. Because the thing about it, when you're hanging this screen, there's no frame to it. You can't put a frame around it. Because, man, you put the frame around it and the wind hits it, it rattles the entire house. So that can't be done. The screen has to be flexible. It has to move with the environment. So I had to, when I anchored the screen with the corkscrews, I had to bring the screen in just a little bit on a slant. So when the wind hit it, it would straighten out. That was a pain in the neck to do. There's 16 bolts at the top to put that screen into. That screen's it's about 11 feet high and over 20 feet wide. My neighbor came back there and looked at that thing. He was like, holy cow. That's the first thing he said, that thing is gigantic. Yeah, it's huge. Because I need to see what our technology, how it would react on a giant scale. They get that all the time. Oh, you're doing backyard screens. Can you show me something like bigger than 100 inches? And I'm like, we got 250 inches. Like, oh, shoot. Got to see that monster. Dual 150-inch screens. These are on two different projectors. One's 720p, one's 1080p.
Screens. We're doing it live outside. Hopefully, turn my Wi-Fi off because I'm just using strictly my Horizon data plan.
21 of its kind. You go look it up. If you can find anybody that's dual 150 black screens outside, we get them outside. And not to be rude here, but again, if I did it by, his math, that would be a 300-inch screen. No, that's actually, and lengthwise, it would come up at 198 inches. That's what it would come up as. Almost no in 235.1 setting. Just because it's 150 and 150 doesn't make it 300.
Outer space on one side, doing some underwater exhibit on the other side.
So that grid right there that we have on the Crystal Edge page, we count that as one of the biggest demonstration pages we ever made. Literally, we have more demonstrations outside than any other screen paint. If you don't believe me, hey, do the research. See how many people are basically doing these demonstrations. And not just to toot our own horn here. Boom, 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 boom. Customer demonstration outside. You want to see something interesting? See that flame right there? That's the exact same demonstration. I hate to put this in this demonstration, but that's the exact same picture that was put on the Frankenstein mix in a dark environment. That image right there is showing outside on a 720p projector in the middle of the day. That's my customer. So to get the image to look good, he has to be in the dark. Can you imagine what that looks like when it gets dark outside? And that's outside in the daytime. We got these on loops. They can't go anywhere. This is actually one of my friends. I put 100, and she just moved into this apartment. I put 148 inch. She's an Apple TV.
Technology gain times 5, 7, and 8. I just painted. I think this is supposed to about 140-inch screen. We did a lot of 140-inch screen. It's about 140-inch screen, and my friend's home just got finished completing the screen. There's everything right there on the floor using the Supreme 7.
7. That's a 7.
Paint. And as you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. Right now, she has it playing through her Apple TV. Now, I can't show you the full panorama of the room because they just moved here and they're still rearranging everything. But I just got a chance to come in today and install.
Oh, they got the movie bug, man. They bought out. That's the movie bug. When you get bit by the movie bug, they went out and they had freaking popcorn machines. They bought a hot dog roaster, everything. Kids were all sitting around watching Frozen and all these movies and stuff. They had a ball with it. I put the sound system in for them. This is with the lights on.
It looks fantastic at 150 inches. Just now painted it, and they're going to watch their movies and sports and TV shows or whatever they want on their giant screen. And over here, I'll show you. I'm using our Supreme 7 ambient light rejection screen paint to get this beautiful screen. So I'm getting ready to peel the tape off and get everything set up so they can turn around.
We have a stucco screen. I actually painted over stucco. Yeah, because the person did not want to, they didn't want to sand it. And I was like, okay, we'll just paint over it.
Her and her husband's new Supreme.
That's John. This is the 2.0.
All right, thank you all.
All right, people. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't take this product outside, by the way. They're not designed for outside. I got to read through the specification sheet, what it's designed for. Keep it within the guidelines, pretty much as possible. I can't do ambient light control. I will do lights out. That I will do. And we have to be in the fully lit environment. Yeah, we have to be. But I can't do it in controlled environment. Why would I do a controlled environment? You just saw it. People get mad at you. You got to do. Why? We don't have to do controlled environment. Our technology is engineered for much higher advanced stuff. We're not stuck in an environment equalizing our lights like we're at a DJ club. My technology can be used in fully lit environments. So why would I even bother?
Okay, how are we doing out there? First things.
All right. So over here, I'm going to show you.
I would love to have somebody one day come in here and say, well, you don't have real technology because you can't be in a controlled environment.
And like I said, in no time at all, it took me to paint the screen.
I'm not. These are people I automatically block from the door. I don't even bother answering you. I just block you from the door.
Fantastic at 150 inches. Just now.
Literally, we just block you from the door. I don't even bother having a conversation with it. It is just pointless. I would literally have a better conversation with the wall. Literally, I would.
I'm using our Supreme 7 ambient light projection.
What's running over here? Oh, the demo's running. Or is the demo up here running?
Tape off and get everything set up so they can turn around.
There we go. That's running. And I got something down here. I'm hearing in the background. I hear birds. Well, it's not from the grid. Anything on the grid shuts down automatically, so it's not from that. All right, I got much to do. Much to do. I'm gonna have to do it here on this section right here, and I might have to bring in my light system because I'm gonna have to light this area up. It's way too dark in here, especially in this area right here. So I'm gonna install. I'm doing the test screens in this section right here to light this up. No, not test screens, but when the test lights I'm building, I'm customizing my own lights in here, so that'll give me a chance to test out the system that I'm designing. All right, so that's the price right there. Once we get testing our products, keep in mind the reason why you can't find any test on the product because the product it's not even ready yet. We have to test our products. I can't explain this enough to people at the end of the day that we don't launch anything unless it's been tested. It has to show that the product was tested before we launched it. That's the way it's supposed to be. So when you look it up and you go through our website, or you want to go through our YouTube channel, you can type in, it says test, and it'll say the name of the product next to it, and you can pull up the test on it. 1,000 lumens, there you go. Outside demonstrations, there you go. We got a big backyard on the other end. I'm going to utilize crap out of it. All my equipment can go right upstairs, hook it up in the backyard, and we can have fun right there with no problem whatsoever. Paint on demonstrations, spray on applications, it's going to have all that. This technology even has projector mapping applications. This is why I'm going to coat this entire wall with that technology, because I'm using my projector mapping, because when I turn this into my little workspace / gaming table, I want to be able to have the background move at will. And the best way to do that, you have to do it with projector mapping, because I got to get around all this stuff without hitting it. I need mapping equipment to do it. Let me see. Yes, it's going to be fully weatherproof. So if you look at the massive specification sheet that's in there, it's going to be to complete everything that what it's designed to do. This will be the replacement. This is the upgrade version of the dedicated black CINEMAX, which will be discontinued. That's why the price is the price that it is. It's in the process of being discontinued. We don't need it anymore. We have a more advanced model right now. That's the advanced model. And in order for us to be on the next level with the advanced model, we had to bring in some of the best certified we could get our hands on. And Diamond we consider to be the best. Honestly, to tell you the truth, we don't really need any other certifieds. That is the best of the best. And we're not doing it to basically show that our technology is more superior. I'm doing it out of just seeing a respect for one technology for another, to see exactly how advanced their technology has come down through time. Like I said, last time we did a side-by-side was in 2016, and basically to see our technology, how it compares to theirs. And that's basically about it. I'm not going to say anything on camera. I'm just going to basically show 2 screens, announce each one of them, and then do the demonstrations from there. And that's it. And that way, no one can accuse me of this, no one can accuse me of that, nothing at all. Period. Didn't say anything. Just simple comparison. That's all it is. All right. That being said, gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. Let me show you where we're going. This is going to be available on our website. This will be the upgrade version. This is a 2020. This is actually designed to be a 2024 product, but this is going to be the upgrade version of the dedicated black CINEMAX, which will be discontinued. All right. With that being said, hope you enjoyed. Gotta go, and God bless.